Your boy is feeling burnt out. Just a month into the business, I realized that I am moving at such a fast pace, which is good, and it sounds counterintuitive that I'm saying that I'm burnt out. When in the beginning of starting a business, you should be going full steam ahead, and that you should be putting everything into it. That being said, some of the things that I've learned a month into business is there's three things that I'm really learning. Um, in order to take the business to new heights, I have to be okay with pushing my levels and pushing my limits. And what I mean by that is charging what I'm actually worth, which is a topic I'll get into a little bit, and being confident in charging that and being confident in myself that I am progressing forward, that I am doing this business, that I can call myself a business owner. But to go a little bit into pricing what I'm worth. So I want to get the business to around 20 to 30K a month. And right now I'm just about 10K a month. Uh, but with that, to get to those 20 to 30K, I need to be pricing myself for what I'm worth and not undercharging just to get a dollar. And I know it's important and I'm okay with it right now in the start of my business, just to get my name out there, to grow my network, to have a smaller shoots for a smaller amount. But as I progress forward, I really want to, uh, you know, really shift my pennies per se into quarters. So what I like to think of my clients as, they make up a dollar, right? Dollar is one, I'll say it like this. Your $1 is your dream, revenue a month. So let's say my dream revenue is 30K a month, right? Well, I want to exchange my pennies, right? So right now I have maybe a certain amount of pennies, maybe 1 quarter, maybe 1 nickel, maybe 2 dimes. And those are the clientele. That's how I would rate them, right? Pennies, your penny clients are your super small ones that are just headaches. They don't pay a lot. Um, you don't really see any motion with them. And then you have your nickels that are a little bit better, a little bit more paying. And then you have your dimes, your quarters, which are your really high paying clients. You know what I mean? So on that scale, I'm really trying to gather all my pennies right now and slowly exchange them for those higher end clients. And with that comes imposter syndrome. When you are charging a certain amount, which I'm running into, I'm running into. I remember when I used to charge like $50 a photo shoot, and last week I quoted $4,500 for a video shoot. And that to me is just mind-boggling where the price difference I've gone with. And yes, I have the right to do that with skill, experience, knowledge, and everything that I've done and built in my career to charge that amount. But charging that amount makes me sit back and think like, whoa, can I really do this? Can I really charge that much? And that's your internal mind just looking out for you, but also it's that fear, okay, like that's a lot of money to another person, and that's, they're investing in your art. What is the ROI on this? What's the goal of the video? So that's where I'm at right now, is that I'm kind of in that imposter syndrome of being a business owner and actually, running a business. Right now I'm by myself, but in the future I could see myself getting employees, or even just a virtual assistant or an assistant just to help me out when things get very, very busy, and which they are, because they're picking up. This week I have a shoot every single day. I fly out to New York tomorrow for one of my biggest shoots yet. That's very high paying, and it's just starting to become a lot. And I wanted to document it. I want to be authentic with you guys and put it out here. I'm having a hard time balancing, which I know there's a happy medium to it, but in business there's never really a balance. Um, and I'm just working through it, and this is kind of a documentation of that. Literally, business has been going so well, but I guess it's just honestly staying organized and maintaining my health, my sleep, and what I'm doing outside of the business. I need to take the time to sit back, reflect on each week, figure out what went right, figure out what went wrong, how can I be implementing my systems better, and honestly just tracking my monthly as well. That's another thing, because I'm doing all the bookkeeping right now. Um, and honestly just projecting my future income and my future growth plan. Um, I'm okay with what God provides me. I really, really am. If he takes care of my living expenses and I'm able to do this, then God bless him. And I just really want to trust him with this business, and steward the business in any way that I can. Um, but what it really comes down to is learning the business side of things, but also being organized is the biggest lesson that I've learned in business so far, being a month in. Um, and yes, it's a lot right now trying to do everything yourself with taking meetings, sending emails out back and forth, editing, sending deliverables over to clients, revisions, all of that. I'm doing that as one person right now. And in the beginning, I was like, oh my gosh, I really can't, you get that excitement of starting a business, and I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to, send out a bunch of emails. I can't wait to do this. But now it's starting to get to the point where I'm so busy that I already feel the weight and the pressure on me. And this is something I'm able to deal through. This is not like a I'm giving up video. I just want to document this for you guys to see, because I'm gonna look back on this video and be like, wow, like I was going through it, but hopefully in the future I have systems and people in place that can relieve the stress off of me. But again, it's only a month in business, and I don't want to hire anyone right now, right off the gate. I need to figure out the foundation, build it up by myself, and then I can teach someone how to do it. But yeah, the imposter syndrome has been kicking in so much, especially with charging these bigger numbers. Uh, I just sit back and I'm like, wow, dropped out of college. These were numbers that I never thought I would be putting on a proposal and invoice and sending it out and actually getting, receiving that amount. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And I just sit here and I'm like, am I actually doing this? Like, I had to call one of my buddies the other day who is very, very, very successful. And I was just like, is this normal what I'm feeling? And he's like, absolutely. He's like, when I started my business when I was 21, I remember that exact feeling. And he's like, sometimes I still get that feeling at 35 and 36. Like, it's imposter syndrome. It's that internal voice of comfort saying, like, well, it's like the risk factor in your brain. But I really want to document this again. I really want to reiterate that, and just give you updates. I have a lot of proposals going out, a lot of meetings. My calendar has been booked up. I will literally show you right now. The calendar has been absolutely booked. So this is this week. Yellow is shoots. That was last week. Blue is client meetings, and it's just been so busy. And I am very excited, and I'm super honored to be able to do this as a career. And I just want to be authentic as much as I can. It's starting to get a lot, and I'm starting to get really tired, and I'm appreciating those downtime moments that I'm able to have with Ryan, that I'm able to have to myself. I'm really starting to appreciate the gym in the morning, of just having that, clear-headed mind space before I sit down and get to work. But yeah, this is just an update with the business. I really, it's April 14th right now. I want to get the business to doing, it's good to have mini goals within bigger goals. So I want to be hitting 15 15K a month by June, which is 100% possible. It's just figuring out those clients that I need to um, exchange for higher ticket clients, and figuring out how I can maintain those relationships uh, to get to that 15K, to then to 20K, to then the 30K a month. But yeah, this is just that, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you guys are feeling anything of this sort with the imposter syndrome or anything with starting your business. Yeah, it's honestly a crazy feeling. There's, you have those highs and you have those lows. That's what business is. You're constantly putting out fires while new ones are starting, and you have to be okay with that. I have to put one out right now after I hop off this recording, and gotta text the client back, and yeah, that's it. We got New York. I have to leave for the airport at 3:30 in the morning, so that should be fun. I'm there for a day, and then I fly back out in the morning, and then we're straight to work and have shoots Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So yeah, business is going well, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Just again trying to be super authentic with you guys. If you did like this video, I'm going to be posting more like this, and you can check out some of the other videos that I have on my page just to see what I'm kind of about. But as always, I'm rooting for your success, and get after it.